Hi and welcome to MRTV. This here is a brand new Pimax headset. This is the Pimax 5K Super, which boasts an experimental 180 Hz mode. So for all of you who like high refresh rates, this might be something for you because remember, the G2 only has 90 Hz and the Valve Index only has 144 Hz. So this here has 180 Hz, and I'm going to find out how that feels as compared to the other headsets. Other than that, this is very comparable with the Pimax 5K Super. Has the same resolution, so 2560 times 1440 pixels per eye. Also, it has the super wide FOV that we know from the Pimax headset, so 200 degrees diagonally. But this one here comes with the modular audio strap, so a much better head strap than the Pimax 5K Plus came with. As far as pricing is concerned, this will set you back 699 euros here in Europe, but you also have to pay tax for this. So this might be higher when it actually arrives at your doorstep. So in this video, I'm going to unbox this and I'm going to give you a first impression. So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video because all of this goodness is coming up. Welcome back again here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and this channel here is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you independent XR reviews just like this one here, and you're getting the latest news. So if you're interested in virtual reality, you should absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. And now let's get to the unboxing of the Pimax 5K Super. This is the box, and let's open it. Your vision is your world, and until now it's a very nice unboxing experience. Feels like high quality, really. So well done, Pimax. This is the headset, and these are the cables. As you can see, one display port and two USB plugs, and one of those USB plugs is simply used for the power of the headset, so you do not need an additional power plug. Very nice. Here, this is the new head strap, the Modular Audio Strap, or MAS, and looks very nice. It comes now with speakers integrated into the strap, and we have lots of foam cushions here. So this looks very comfy, and I'm going to check this out in a moment here. This here will tell you where to get the PyTool software. Unfortunately, the link still doesn't work. Dear Pimax, you have to get this right. This link does not work. And well, then you have to find the PyTool somewhere on the website. Yeah, this does look nice. Check out the big lenses, still the same lenses from the very beginning of the Pimax era. And here, this is a USB-C connector. Other than that, well, we know this headset or, well, this architecture of the headset because they are basically all quite the same. And here we have the IPD adjustment, so you can move the lenses. Unfortunately, you cannot move the display, so only the lenses will move if you use this IPD adjustment here. The headset also has a very wide middle strap. Check this out. So this should hold some of the weight. And yeah, you have this knob here where you can adjust the head strap for head sizes. For the housing itself, it is the new blue housing, which looks and feels way better than the black housing. Also, you don't hear any strange noises if you would try to put some pressure on the headset, just like I do now. So this is really nice. All right, this was the unboxing, and I can tell you from the very first impression, I like what I see here. So I do like this blue coating. I already liked it with the 8KX, so this is much better as the black cases. And also the modular audio strap, I had an early version with the 8KX, so I'm looking forward to try out the final version here. And I'm going to put this on now for the very first time, just to find out what I think about the comfort. So let me probably open this up here first. And yes, I need to increase the length here. Okay. Yeah, feels comfortable. Probably I could even increase this size here a bit. Yeah, I can tell it's quite big, right? I'm now very used to the G2, which is like so small, so I can tell if I do this, it would wobble like this. But yeah, I must see how it feels when I play a game, and that one I'm very, very much looking forward to. But my very first impression is a positive one, so let's put this to the test now. And we're here in 11 table tennis, and a member of my community told me that this game is the game to check out because here you could see the difference in the different refresh rates. And I was surprised how well this worked here with the Pimax 5K Super. I could get super high refresh rates and I could get the 180 frames per second, and it was super smooth. Then I also checked this in the Reverb G2, which can do 90 hertz. So here we are in the G2, and it also worked really nice. But I could see a difference with the ball and the overall smoothness. So yes, there is a difference between 90 and 180 hertz, and I could actually see that in this game. Now we are here in Half-Life Alyx, and even in Half-Life Alyx I could get really high refresh rates, and this looked very smooth. However, I must also tell you, in that 180 hertz mode, Pimax is going to restrict your field of view, so you're not getting that super huge field of view. It's more around valve index size, I would say. So it's the small FOV, and well, that's the trick that they use in order to give you that super high refresh rates. So now I'm here in the G2 to do an A/B comparison, and wow, I couldn't see any difference in terms of the refresh rate, even though it's running here at 45 frames per second with reprojection turned on. So that was interesting. But what I could see is the huge difference in visuals. This looked so much better here in the G2, not just in terms of resolution, but also and especially in terms of colors. So now let me tell you my first impressions about the 5K Super. Alright, so as you've seen, I've checked out the Pimax 5K Super, and here are my first impressions. So the 180 hertz mode, it does work, and I was quite surprised that it works so well on my system. I was running it on an 3080, and well, as you could tell, I could play Half-Life Alyx with very high FPS, and also 11 table tennis, and I also tried out Medal of Honor, and I could get very high FPS, and well, I couldn't get this kind of high FPS on any other VR headset. So that does work. So if you're into high FPS numbers, then this might be a headset to look into. Then the comfort is good. I do like the headset strap, this new head strap that Pimax is sending you together with that Pimax 5K Super. This is indeed better than the elastic strap from before, and it does have audio now as well. However, the audio is not really great. So you can hear what's going on, but it's not as good as the sound that is coming out of the Quest 2, for example. Not at all. And this sound cannot compare with the Valve Index or the G2 sound at all. So there is no comparison whatsoever. Also, in terms of resolution and how the picture looks like, the visuals, it cannot compete anymore against the current headsets. So I was already used to the Quest 2 and especially the G2 not seeing any kind of screen door effect anymore. But here you can see the screen door effect again. And coming from a Quest 2 or from a G2, this is going to be tough to unsee, right? And also the colors. I did A/B comparisons now between this here and the G2. Wow, the colors are really not as good. It's very washed out, and yeah, it cannot compare at all against the G2. So it's a tough call. If you're in it just for the frames per second, if you belong to that group of people that can absolutely see a big difference when going from 90 hertz to 120 hertz, or 244 hertz, or 280 hertz with this one, then yes, you might want to look into this. But for most other people, I believe that you prefer to have like that high definition of the Quest 2 or the G2. And also with the 180 hertz mode, actually the huge FOV is cut. This is a smaller FOV that they show here now if you go for the 180 Hertz mode, and then the difference as compared to the index, for example, is very small, or even to the G2 if you're using the Frankenhoff mod. I did A/B comparisons now, and well, I felt way more immersed with the high resolution of the G2, and yeah, so I do believe it's going to be tough, especially with the asking price of 699 euros, and that is before tax, so probably you're going to pay more, probably 800 euros or even more, and then you don't even have the controllers or the base stations that you need. So I think for the mainstream people, this is going to be a pass, but for people who really want to have super high frequencies, super high refresh rate, and who can tell the difference, you might want to look into this. All right, that's it for my very first impressions of the Pimax 5K Super. I hope that was interesting for you, and now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Is it an interesting headset for you? Can you see a difference between 120 Hz and 140 Hz on the Valve Index, for example? Please do let me know and make some noise for the algorithm. Give me a thumbs up and also do leave me a comment. If you want more content from me and if you want to support this channel and me being independent, then become a member of the MRTV Elite at mrtvelite.com. It's only going to set you back $1, and my big goal is to reach 3,000 Patreons. With 3,000 Patreons, I could live from this channel, and it would be amazing. Now we're around 500. Every single member counts, so I would be very happy to see you there. That's everything that I got for this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.